Its controversial plans to cut housing benefit proposals that have been labelled the bedroom tax. Today it said disabled children, foster carers and the armed forces would be exempt from benefits cut if they have a spare room.
But disabled adults will still be affected. Our reporter Ben Schofield's been to meet one woman who'll be taxed for a lift that's been installed in her spare room.
While some families are celebrating today's news on the bedroom tax, there's no respite for Janet Bell. The government now says severely disabled children can qualify for a spare room, but Janet, a disabled adult whose spare bedroom has made way for this lift, will still have to fork out.
I think it's really good for the disabled children. You know what I mean? I think it's a good... It shows that the government have realised that certain parts of the policies are wrong. And I just wish to take into account that adult disabled people need the help as well. They're even, putting out that, to save you paying the bedroom tax, you can get a lodger in. But I haven't got a room for a lodger to stay in, even if I wanted to.
The government's partial U-turn means families that have equipment for severely disabled children won't have to pay the bedroom tax. That's no help to Janet. And the man who lobbied for that government climb down says it doesn't go far enough.
We'll be advising families to contact their council and point out their child's needs and the fact that they have a certain level of disability living allowance. So those on the highest rate should automatically be exempt and there's no more assessments or discussion that ought to be needed.
Janet's problem could be solved if her landlord reclassified her home as having just 2 bedrooms. She says this would reflect the state of her third room. Her landlord said that was out of the question.
It is a 3-bedroomed house, and if Janet leaves in the future, then whatever tenant moves in there will have a 3-bedroomed house. So the property is, to all intents and purposes, a 3-bedroom house.
That means if Janet does leave and the new tenants don't need the lift, it'll be taken out and the third room will be reinstated. Janet says she wants to stay, and unless the government backs down further, she doesn't know where she'll find the money for the extra rent. Ben Schofield, ITV News, Liverpool.